Here at Alice Miller, we're constantly doing activities. This was one, and it's supposed to be your most productive 24 hours. We're running a mile an hour for 24 hours straight.
We're at Alice Miller School, which is a secondary school about 40 minutes north of Melbourne in central Victoria. We've got 240 students, year 7 to year 12.
It's very much meant to be in a university kind of style, and there's not just a growth in academic knowledge, but a growth in intellectual powers, as well as a growth in social and emotional and spiritual strength.
At Alice Miller, what we do is we do a lot of camps and a lot of sleepovers. One of our experiences this year is Alone. Go. This is where we go out to the bush and the kids actually camp by themselves. They cook their own dinner, they sleep alone in a tent, and then they get themselves back to me in the morning. I think it really gives them a good sense of mastery and what they can do, and it gives them a sense of empowerment.
I like that each day is slightly different and it's not as strongly structured as a school day at another school. It teaches us the value of work-life balance in a sense, so that we're not workhorses that work constantly.
The school's named after Alice Miller, who was a Swiss psychoanalyst, and she heavily promoted the idea that childhood should be the experience of a wide range of feelings, emotional states, of course ranging from happiness but also through to pain, suffering, anger, and what we're hoping to do is instill in them the strength to be able to carry through in those moments, as well as, of course, experience the joys.
So I think if you came to this school, what you'd actually see is an alarmingly normal classroom experience. I think where we differ is that we add on a whole bunch of extra stuff. Because we go so hard outside of class, we also know we have to go hard in class as well.
Alice Miller does really well academically. Traditional measures of that, I guess, are things that we don't necessarily put on a pedestal, but NAPLAN results and VCE results throughout the history of the school have been on par with most independent schools you'll find.
Some people think that we're some sort of hippie school where we all sit around singing Kumbaya and then rushing off to kiss trees. We're not like that at all. We're alternative in different ways, but only in very obvious ways.
We promote the idea that teenagers in particular crave challenge, that they want to experience the full gamut of what it is to be a human being. They want to experience what their limits are. They want to know what their limits are.
You have a lot of opportunities and you can build skills, kind of putting your mind to stuff and not giving up.
I ran a marathon.
I feel very emotional about the school because, I've had successes in life as an author, but I've had plenty of failures too. And so to be able to create a school where people are able to do well and gain the skills and the attributes which are needed for a good adult life is incredibly moving and incredibly powerful.
I'm still learning to be myself in a sense, because I've had 12 years previously where you kind of have to conform to the neurotypical society. Whereas here, I feel like I can begin to unmask a bit and be a bit more authentically myself.